The Chief Justice literally wants to say, how do you make the leap from casual visitors or the sojourners or the people visiting on a ship, or how do you make the leap to an entire class called illegal aliens? Really? You're not here under the jurisdiction of the United States of America. You are here illegally. You are not supposed to be here. Why in the world would that grant your child citizenship? What's the difference if you're a casual visitor or you're breaking in? You're still not supposed to be here, and you still have an allegiance to a different nation. The fact that this question gets asked is mind-boggling from the Chief Justice of the United States of America. But let's hear how John Sauer, our Solicitor General, responds.
Are those sort of narrow exceptions for ambassador of foreign public ships? Tribal lineage is an enormous one that they were very focused on in the debates as well. But what I do is I invite the court to look at the intervening step, which is the enactment of the Civil Rights Act of 1866. And there they didn't say subject to the jurisdiction thereof. There it says not subject to any foreign power. Now, if you go back to Blackstone and Calvin's case, they say it does not matter if you are subject to any foreign power. If you are born in the king's domains, you have this indefeasible duty of allegiance to the king at any time. So there's a clear repudiation in the Civil Rights Act. The Civil Rights Act is this breakwater which makes it very, very clear that they are not thinking about allegiance in the terms of like the British common law. They've adopted the Republican conception of allegiance. So it's from not subject to any foreign power, and then the debates just a couple months later make it very clear that they're recodifying this same conception. They were dissatisfied with the potential ambiguity in the phrase Indians not taxed, and they adopted subject to the jurisdiction thereof. And one of the strongest statements of this is Senator Trumbull's statement that I quoted at the beginning, where he says, he's asked, what does that mean, subject to the jurisdiction thereof? And he says, it means not owing allegiance to anybody else. That is what it means. And this court picked up on that in Elk against Wilkins when it says, it uses, completely subject to the political jurisdiction, not mere regulatory jurisdiction.
There we go. And I love that. I love how he adds, meaning subject to the political jurisdiction, not the regulatory. In other words, it's not about who's enforcing the law. Of course, if you're here illegally or a visitor and you break our laws, our local law enforcement will arrest you. You'll be arrested under our laws because you broke the law, but that doesn't mean you're a citizen of the United States. And he's saying the jurisdiction meant the political jurisdiction. Which nation are you allegiant to? Who do you hold your allegiance with?